What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another episode of Retro Reviews. So today I'm talking about my life in gaming. Well, the beginning years. Actually, I'm going to be focusing on that. The beginning years. How I got started playing video games, right? Yeah, basically it's not a real long story. Basically, what the deal was is you guys, as you guys can see, I wear glasses, right? I've worn glasses from a young age. I think since I was 5. Okay, so went to the eye doctor and my right eye is my worst one. My left one's pretty good. Okay, so my left eye is the better one. It's almost 20/20, almost. Anyways, but yeah, the right one is my worst eye, and my eye doctor at the time said I had a lazy eye. That's what he called it. So he, this is like 1982. Right? So I'm like 7 years old. I was born in 75, so yeah, I was like 6 or 7 years old. So yeah, my eye doctor explained to my mom that, at the time, Atari was out, as far as a home video game console, right? I mean, the arcades were in existence, but my eye doctor's like thinking about something that would help me in my lazy eye, right? So my eye doctor explained to my mom, like, basically he's like, yeah, if you could get one of those little video games, his eye would have to follow the things across the screen, and that would exercise his eye, that would help him. So basically that's it. I got into video games thanks to my eye doctor, making that suggestion. So that's how I got started. My mom went and bought me an Atari 2600. And so in honor of that, I'm going to be reviewing this little guy here today. This is looks like the Atari joystick, right? Even got the Atari logo on it. But this is one of those plug and play games. So it's got its own, and the power source is batteries, right? So it's just simply, what they call plug and play is this is all you have. The games are built in. And so you just have the cord here, and you have these composite cables, and you just plug that into your TV. So that's what they call plug and play, right? That's how it works. So I thought, in honor of this story, of how I got started playing video games, big thanks to my eye doctor, and my mom bought me the Atari 2600. Let's review this little guy and see what all games is on it. And I will say, and I have had this for a while, right? Just now mentioning it and getting around to doing a video about it. But as I said, it's powered by AA batteries, right? Now I went to turn this on. Yeah. See, here's the switch. I'll turn it on right here. See, that lights up. That's the power's on. Okay. But I flipped the switch. The light didn't come on. I'm like, oh, great. So I was like, well, maybe this needs new batteries. Put in new batteries. Still the same thing. So what it was is I would, I would suggest you guys do this before throwing it away. Because some people are like, well, I put new batteries in it, ain't working. It's probably just old and junk, and just throw it away. That crossed my mind, but I was like, I opened it up, took the batteries out, and looked down in there, and on the springs there was some battery corrosion, right? That was preventing the battery from making contact with the springs. So I got one of these little things, little wire brush. Looks like a toothbrush, but that's like, you don't want to brush your teeth with that. That would hurt. But this is like a metal wire brush. So I just took that, right, and just got the corrosion off there. And sure enough, I got that, and I also used this other little thing that was like motorized. It was like a softer brush, and it kind of was like the finishing touch. But sure enough, scraped that battery corrosion off, blew it out a little bit, make sure it can make contact now with the batteries. And bam, we have power, we have contact. So any kind of device that you have that takes batteries like that, and if it ain't working, I would say it's at least worth a shot to get one of these brushes. Well, first inspect the battery compartment. And if you see some battery corrosion on there, that will prevent the device from working, because that corrosion is like acting as a barrier between the spring and the battery. So that barrier is preventing contact. That's preventing the power to get to those circuits. So, but yeah, it's a simple, quick fix if that is in fact the problem. So I would say you owe it to yourself to at least investigate it and try it out and see if that would work for you, because you might possibly save yourself from throwing something away that's still functional, right? So that's my little tidbit on that. So let's head to the Nintendo room, because that's the TV I'm going to hook this baby up to. And let's play some Atari. Let's play some Atari. Power on. So this is Jack's Pacific presents. The Jack's Pacific, they're the ones that put these games together. So even though the Atari name is on it here, the official Atari logo and name, I'm not sure if these games are, 100% like a true port. Like, I don't know if this will be exactly as the game, the real cartridge itself was, because these, these games are built in here. So this is emulation. Alright, so this is like, emulation is basically another word for imitation. It's like, it can look like the real thing, it can be close to it, but it's still not exact, right? So here's your so this game has this little thingy has 10 games loaded on it. So we got Adventure, Asteroids, Breakout, Centipede, Circus, Atari, Gravatar, Missile Command, Pong, Volleyball, and Yara's Revenge. So I'm just going to do one game here. Let's go with Centipede. I always like that one. So it gives you some instructions here. Well, it's basically, it's like a little introduction to the game. It says, watch out, here comes the slithering centipede, the poisonous scorpion, and mischievous spider, and pesky flea. Aim your magic wand and shoot sparks to stop these pests in their tracks. So this is just a very simple game. You just move your little square, basically, your little ship. It's supposed to be a ship, but on here it's a square. Move your little square around and fire away. I always thought that was pretty cool. Does that bring back memories or what? Let's zoom in here and get a close up of that. That Atari logo. 1982. That's some psychedelic, ain't it? And then the centipede, the waving centipede. Back then, that was like pretty cool. It was like pretty impressive, that waving back and forth like that. Yeah, I remember playing this game, the actual arcade game, at the skating rink. So yeah, I wasn't a very good skater, so I usually just gravitated towards the arcade game. So I was over there playing Centipede and Pac-Man and Missile Command and Asteroids, those types. So let's play a quick game here and see what it's all about. I'll show you guys if you guys remember Centipede. So there's my square at the bottom. That's the little spider thingy. So you just gotta shoot at it, just It keeps coming down towards you here. Okay, second round. Yeah, I thought there were some like sound effects when you're firing. See, I don't think this is a true exact port like. Oh boy, they're coming to get me here. Yeah, I have Centipede for the PlayStation 1. It's like, I think it's a true port of the arcade. It's more fun. Oh, this is pretty hard. Not too great on the sound effects, you know. That's it. Game over, I guess. Let's try a different game. It does have a reset button, so you can just go back to the main menu here. Let's try Missile Command. I always like this game too. Start. So this game gets harder as you go along, like most games. It's like the 4th of July, fireworks! Ooh, it's coming down to get me. I'm out. Or I think I'm low. Yeah, you only have so many missiles to fire. And once you're out, then you are then you are a sitting duck. So you gotta take your shots carefully. Accuracy is the key. Accuracy is the key. Yeah, see, the further you go, the faster the incoming missiles are. So you have less time to take your shot. Oh, some got back. Yep, some got past me. Oh, let's go to... Alright, let's... Ooh, it's a spaceship or something. Yeah, you can see it's getting a little crazy now. This might be my favorite game on here. Ah. Yeah. They're getting past. They're making some contact there. So think that's going to do it for that one. You can crash into the wall. Not too much of a fan of that game. Here we go, the original Pong. Start. I'm the one on the right. This is like, this may, you know, I don't know my video game history like some people do. This may be like one of the very first, I think it's like one of the very first games ever. Two to two. This would be more fun with 2 players, but of course it's not an option here with this game. So you get the idea here on Pong. It's pretty simple. It's like a tennis game, basically. Okay, I think that's going to do it for this little review of this Atari device. What do you guys think of this? It's cool, you know, going back to these old games like this. But honestly, I think I would rather have the original 2600 system or the 7800, because I think the 2600 games still would play on the 7800 too. Either that or a better compilation, or better, like, more true to the game. Like, I feel these games aren't the exact game. It's like similar, you know, you get the idea, but I'd probably want the console or a better plug and play. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this little trip down memory lane. Did you guys play any of these games? Atari. Did you ever have an Atari growing up, or even heard of Atari? Basically, it all started for, you know, Atari basically is the grandfather of the game, of video games. You know, it's like the one that really got it started, especially for the home consoles. But anyways, guys, if this is your first time to the channel, tap that red subscribe button down there, then the bell next to it, ding ding, and that way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. So until next time, guys, keep it retro.